I'd like to take a moment as well to welcome two important individuals in the room, Premier Susan Holt and Premier Scott Moe, both representing the Canadian premiers here in India, and also premiers of provinces with leading educational institutions. Premier Holt and Premier Moe, thank you for being here with Team Canada, not only in this session, but for this visit. Donc, c'est un grand privilège pour moi d'être ici, comme j'ai dit. India is one of the world's greatest centers of learning and talent and innovation. I was a professor for 22 plus years before deciding to throw my hat in the ring to run for public office, and I was a tenured and chaired professor at the University of Toronto. Melanie, I hope things are going well back at home. It seems like they are. I also have a degree from Dal and was a professor at Queen's with President Kim Brooks, now at Dal, and so it seems like my peers went one way and I went the other way into public office. And of course, Deep and Benoit, your institutions and your work precede you both as well. So thank you all for representing Canadian universities. We have leading educational institutions in Canada, and developing this partnership with India will be good for students, faculty, research, the innovation pipeline, and the broader economy and economic advantages that we can undertake bilaterally. So thank you so much. Comme on a dit, c'était en octobre. Nous avons décidé et signé un partenariat avec l'Inde sur l'éducation. Et il y a une roadmap maintenant. C'est nécessaire d'avoir une voie pour la coopération entre nos deux pays. And as I indicated, education bleeds into other areas. Education is the fundamental foundation of a pipeline that leads into a number of other sectors of the economy. And we know that Canada and India have a deep and enduring relationship when it comes to education, and that our universities and our colleges have been partnering with each other for decades. And those partnerships have shaped leaders in numerous sectors of our economy, in the not-for-profit sector, and in various leadership positions in our country. Just a few weeks ago, Universities Canada led a delegation of 21 Canadian university presidents to India to strengthen collaboration along a number of metrics: clean energy, health innovation, artificial intelligence, and digital technologies. I can't tell you the number of times that we have talked about that particular trip, and in fact, I was trying to get the U15, U20 together for a call before this trip, but it proved to be a little more difficult than one might have otherwise thought, but I think that was owing to my schedule, not everyone else's. All that to say, we're in agreement here that talent is the engine of economic growth, and innovation thrives through collaboration. This is a Team Canada approach here. Une équipe Canada. Vous avez vu que nous pouvons travailler ensemble et nous allons continuer de le faire ensemble. Les universités, le gouvernement du Canada vont être ensemble pour nos étudiants, nos institutions et nos partenariats bilatéraux avec tout le monde. And at its core, the Talent and Innovation Strategy sends a clear message that Canada and India are committed to working together openly, collaboratively, and ambitiously to develop the talent and ideas that will shape the future. And our bilateral collaboration is already fueling the talent engine. I want to give you just two examples. Under our Indo-Pacific strategy, we are launching new scholarships to send graduate students and researchers from 11 universities to India to collaborate in strategic fields from hydrogen and AI to climate resilience and supply chain security. I remember my days at the University of Toronto and at Queen's as well, where we looked as researchers for opportunities to work in international collaborative ventures. This is an example of that type of approach. Secondly, through a new partnership between MITACS and the All India Council for Technical Education, 300 Indian undergraduate researchers will come to Canada each year, creating a new, powerful mobility pipeline. So all of this to say that Canada's universities are frontline partners in India's growth story, not only Canada's growth story. Dual degrees, faculty exchanges, multidisciplinary mobility programs, Canadian and Indian universities are forging one of the most extensive collaborative academic networks anywhere in the Indo-Pacific. And in recent weeks alone, dozens of agreements between institutions from both countries have been signed or expanded across areas ranging from climate resilience to digital innovation and agriculture. And when I say agriculture, I know that Premier Mo's eyes light up. We are building world-class universities with leading Indian industry players. We are unfolding a flagship AI foothold in India's fastest-growing innovation market with McGill University's new partnership with the Jubilant Bhartiya Group, as you mentioned. These partnerships matter because education is more than academic exchange. It is the cornerstone of economic diplomacy. It builds trust, it opens doors across sectors, and it lays the foundation for long-term cooperation. I want to thank each and every one of you for the contribution that you make to furthering the India-Canada relationship, and in particular for your recognition that education fuels growth, education fuels success, and education will ensure that our country's leaders and students cooperate and thrive together for decades and decades to come.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.